Hi everyone, my name's Mel. I am a naturopath, a nutritionist, and a medical herbalist. And today we are doing a little quick chat on gut health. The thing about gut health that you need to remember is that every time you eat, you are essentially feeding somebody within your tummy. And what we call these little guys, a collection of all different bacteria, is your microbiome. Your microbiome is important for your immune system. We think it's around 97 to 98% of your immune system, and how your immune response happens is dependent on these bacteria. It's also important for your mental health. Your gut is in these, the bugs within your gut are really important for how you synthesize neurotransmitters and how your brain works. So that is, they're really important for mental health. They're also essential for how you digest and process the food that you eat. So without appropriate microbiome, you might have gut symptoms like bloating and diarrhea and constipation and pain. So we really want to make sure that these guys are looked after. And when we talk about gut health, there are other factors. There's enzymes and there's acid and your motility, and the mucus that's covering all these mucous membranes they're also all factors included. But primarily when we talk about gut health in the general public, we are talking about the microbiome and the health of these bacteria. There are thousands of different bacteria and they each do something different. So as naturopaths, we kind of have a manual of different bacteria that may be deficient for various different health conditions. So we can treat, say, asthma or eczema or even reproductive disorders, mental health, anxiety, depression with various different bacteria. And the way that we do that is with probiotics. So you would be familiar with them from your chemist or health food shop. But we also do it with food. And food is a really cool way to go about it because you can include it every single day. It's much cheaper than a probiotic, and you do get bacteria from food that is not available in a capsule yet. We haven't worked out how to put it into a supplement. So by eating these various different foods, you will be feeding your microbiome as well as, rebalancing them. We want to encourage good bacteria, discourage bad bacteria, for example, up the levels of some of the keystone species. They're the species that are essential to hold the rest of the microbiome in place, really. They're the ones we need more of. And something like Akkermansia is one of the keystone species. It doesn't come in a tablet. So it's really important that we eat the right foods to support that bacteria. The foods that I'm talking about are primarily plant foods. They're primarily vegetables. So something like dragon fruit will feed Akkermansia, but vegetables that are high in polyphenols like red capsicum, berries are also, dark fruits and veg are going to be high in polyphenols, but all fruit and veg will feed your microbiome. The plant foods that we eat are essentially prebiotics. You do not need to really supplement prebiotics if you have various fruit and veg in your diet. The other thing that we can do for these little guys is make them a happy, healthy home. And we can do that by supporting our overall gut health. And I mentioned before the mucous membranes. Some of the things that can support our mucous membranes are making sure that we do have enough fiber in our diet. And polyphenols are a type of fiber, but we also need to make sure that we're having things like maybe a little bit of slippery elm in our diet, or it could be banana is a really good fruit to be having for those mucous membranes. It can also help with acid reflux, which is a bonus for some people. Things like acid reflux, digestive disorders, various different digestive disorders, constipation, like I said, diarrhea and bloating, they're all symptoms that something isn't quite right. So if you do make some changes in your diet, including the fruit and veg that I'm talking about, or you were to put in some fermented foods and things got worse or they did not rectify, then I would recommend that you go and talk to a healthcare professional to see if there is something going on that needs a bit more attention. But for general gut health and well-being, you can aim to eat around 40 different plant foods a week, different colors, different types, vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts and seeds, all fantastic food for our microbiome, and high quality protein. So we're looking at providing amino acids to our microbiome so that it can then produce the byproducts that it needs to support our health, like neurotransmitters. I hope this video has helped and given you a few tips on what you can do to improve your gut health every day.